YouTube. Alright. Reinforcing the fountain walls. What a lot of teams do is they actually put a rotate on the archives wall and they extend into office so to try to prevent that east take, but like I said, if you get triple wall open, that just makes that defense so much harder. Alright, we have a vigil on this site. Alright, yeah, so it seems like eUnited is going to try to go for an east take, or they're just spawning east to prepare for... Okay. I guess they just don't want to spawn valley. So never mind. Is that someone playing on top of the friggin' break? I think it's Jarvis. Alright. Okay, yeah, so eUnited is trying to get control of downstairs. I'm guessing Yeti is gonna buck below so they can try to go for a main wall take. Oh no, it's Rexon on top of the fridge. Okay, that's a good... Okay, yeah, that's a good rotate. Rexon knows there's a drone there. Once his ability runs out, then he just decides to fall out of his position. So that just ultimately wastes the droner's time. Alright, it's a little slow attack. They're not entering in the building yet, and they still have yet to open the wall. Okay, yeah, they're setting up for a CC hold and a armory take. Ooh, I don't think they droned all of downstairs. I think I feel like after Rexon drops down, if they notice that he made that impact, they have to re-drone. Like, okay, yeah, no, never mind. They spotted him. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Just wait for the ping and just shoot at it. So that's good. That's good attack from United's attacks are actually really good. Their defenses struggle a little bit, so that's good communication. Alright, yeah, so Doodle just should have been aware of that drone, and that might have not been the smartest position to be in. But they do only have 40 seconds, so it's still going to be a little hard for EU. Smoke's coming out, 30 seconds. I think Smoke still has almost like 2 of his canisters. I think that was his first one he used. Okay, yeah, they're giving up their map control. eUnited is giving up their map control to push into site, which is arguably not a good play unless they have the flank drones necessary. Okay, yeah, that was just a nice shot from Alfama. I'm not seeing how they're dying, but I think it was just... Okay, yeah, it was just a collapse, and yeah, it was just too... The defense was kind of prepared for it, but United... They did well on that collapse. Oh, I remember this. Alfama's just gunning here. Yeah, okay. Hold on, who was it that... One second. It was Rexon. Yeah, Hyena and Rexon should have just... There's no way that they're going to be able to win against because Alfama's a crazy player, so there's no way they're going to be able to like take him one-on-one unless so they have to coordinate a double peek, and that's what kind of cost them. If they were able to kill Alfama, like coordinate a pinch where they'd say like 3, 2, 1 go, and then Hyena would go like the box door, and someone Rexon would be the like beepers, then that would have been a much higher chance of killing Alfama. So if Luminosity got that pick and double peeked instead of just giving him ones, then it would have increased their chances of winning. because then it's just call out that has to deal with 2 defenders, but he is also in a post plant, so. Okay, not trying armory lockers again. They have the poles. Smoke, Mozzie. Okay. No castle, which is a little interesting, but you don't need a castle here if you can just, if you extend to top floor and just keep your map control, then, or maintain your map control, then castle's not necessary. But I just like castle on this site.
Almost in already, and see they did manage to put it again to a 2-on-2, so that's not terrible. Alfama's in already, and he'll get bounced back on by LG, and answered even more as Grixer also died on the entry into, I assume, Passport?
Yeah, Passport.
No, not Passport. Wherever it was that they rushed in from, it did not work out.
Wait, where did they die? Hold on. So Alfama gets Factor, then gets traded by Doodle, and Hyena takes down Grix. What? Did they drop? Were they upstairs and then they dropped customs hatch? Oh no, they rushed from bathroom. Okay. I just saw the skull on like the customs desk and I was like, did they drop hatch? Okay, yeah, so they tried to rush into site from tellers. My brain is not working. Yeah, so they tried to just rush into A, but Doodle and Hyena were holding a cross, so that just failed. Alright, anyway, let's get back to, so rush didn't work. They're just gonna take top floor now. Okay, if they're gonna full commit to that rush, they should definitely have more people on with them, because they only had Grixer and Alfama. So if they had a full 5, they could have held more held more angles, and it would have increased the chances of killing Hyena and Doodle. Oh, that nade get captured by an AD. Okay, yeah. And Rexon's just upstairs unknown. So that they have, do they have? Yeah, Yeti has a drone. So that's just poor drone work and drone eco yeah, just poor droning. That could have easily been prevented if Yeti just put a drone either like 90 or office or just a normal, like a flank drone, because he still has a drone in pocket. Yeah, now he uses it. Yeah. They just blindly ran into CC and tried to take armory. So with like, they just tried to do it really fast and it didn't work out because okay, let me restart. What eUnited did, they wanted to try to take top floor as fast as they could. So they all 3 of them that were remaining just ran in and had like minimal droning. Only knew like the Mozzie was in Africa and the Jaeger was, they didn't know where the Jaeger was. That's how Forrest died. So if they still had a lot of time left on the clock. So if they just took a few extra seconds just to put a drone in archives or in 90 just to have dead people watch, like, oh, he rotated into office, or he's going down east stairs, or there's one in your 90, like that attack would have been a lot smoother. But yeah, United's just poor with their drones, and they're really like fast. They don't want to waste any time, which sometimes is good, but most of the time can be pretty bad, especially if you have like a minute left or 40 seconds left. Okay, you're gonna do Archives Armory again. Okay. United sticks with the same universal lineup, so that's what I like to do on attack. Just get a solid lineup that doesn't have to be changed. Like obviously, there's gonna have to be like some adjustments, or hold on, I lost my, I keep losing what I'm thinking. Obviously, on some maps, you're gonna have to change the operator lineup between sites, but usually on maps like Coastline, Border, well, Border's not in the map pool anymore. Clubhouse, those types of maps just have the same lineup that works on every site, so no miscommunication or confusion during pick phase, and it's just better, like it's smoother basically for your attacking phase. Okay, yeah, so it seems like they're just going straight for site. Yeah, Alfama is the only one down below, I think. Oh no, Yeti's with him, but okay, never mind. But they are okay, so more droning than the first round, I'm seeing. So they're just leaving Yeti down there to deal with the downstairs hold and try to get picks. Oh, this is rough. I'm not. Okay. Alright, this is a very spread out attack. Hold on, where are they right now? I'm focusing a lot on eUnited. I think they lost this game, so that's the main reason I'm just like focusing on their attack. Okay, so yeah, there's two down. So Alfama just dropped. Okay, he's repelling back up. So I think Yeti's the only one downstairs. Alfama's on the archives window. Yeah, Yeti's I don't know who's repelling, but someone's repelling up. Yeah, it's Yeti on the sandwich window. And they have two pushing CC and just call out outside the wall. So if one of them dies, there's no chance for refrag unless it's either force. And yeah, I see Yeti dies there, and it's a run out. So yeah, but you don't really put two people on a window, and that just the run outs are just killing United right now. They're just not enough people to watch all of them. Not enough. The groups are way too small to watch the runouts or watch drones. Yeah, and then just okay. So Luminosity handled that really well. They saw there was one person. They were like it had one person in a position, the other person in another position, two people in another position, and then it's just 1-1, 1-2 split. Like usually you most attacks are 3-2 split, or 4-1 split if someone has to go to a window or do something by themselves and all that. But since they had three solo players and just Grixer and Forest, or not Forest, Grixer and Call Out, Luminosity read that and just thought, there's no one to watch these solo players runouts, so they did exactly like what. It seems rank starry, but it's actually a good play because they see it. There's no one to watch their run out, so it's gonna be a free kill. So I believe Bandit ran out Vent's window, killed Yeti on the window. And then Valk ran out Concrete and just got Alfama because he's not able to watch two angles at once. So that's a good play from Luminosity. They read that there's no one to watch their flanks or run out, so they capitalized on that. But I understand eUnited's attack because you do need. They're trying to get a lot of the map in their sights. So if they do get the post plant and they still have at least 4 people remaining, or at least 3 people remaining, then it's gonna be so much easier to play that because you have a rotate from archives into armory. You have the sandwich window. You have I don't know where Forrest was playing, but yeah, it's just I forgot my words again. It's like high risk, high reward kind of. You expose yourself to a lot of runouts and flanks, but you're also getting crucial map control. All right, yeah. So they're not trying their rush again. They're just doing a 5-man take up top. Oh, I don't know if they have the information. Okay, he's in archives, not at the window. So yeah, they're kind of going off by sound. By sound and just like game sense. They're figuring like, okay, this guy must be there. And yeah, see, the drone work is very poor. That Rexon just, his position was unknown that entire round until Grixer died. Oh, I think he had an angle on the window. Yeah. So now they know where he is, so they're being a little more cautious. But I don't know, they're still not showing. They're all 4 of them are just trying to push that individual defender. And this is really good, well played on Rexon because he's just being a menace. He's just being annoying. He's already got his opening pick, and that worked out for. And look at that, Hyena just takes another one. They don't have any information when they push in. Alfama won that purely off of gun skill, and Forrest just, well, that's a good pinch, but they don't have any drones that are helping them with this push. This is like a huge problem that I see most teams struggle with. They like, look at that. See, Jarvis just, yeah, they, even after clearing up 3 or 4 defenders up top, they still don't like use their drones to make sure that the top floor is clear or to spot where the defenders are. It just doesn't make sense to me. Because they have the drones. Like, see, look at that. Forrest has an extra drone, but oh, his drone just got shot. But you see, they have their drones. So like, it just confuses me why they're not using them to get more information. Like, if they just took the extra time to drone it out, they would have won that round way easier. Forrest still won it, but that's just factor in a bad position because I don't know if he expected them Forrest to be able to go drop down hatch and plant easily, but I don't know. That's just bad positioning. If he played like bathroom or in workshop where you had to rotate, or if they were if they just had like a way for him to get through from workshop into bathroom, then they would have won that round because Forrest has to worry about he doesn't have information on the castle, so he has to worry about the double windows, the front desk, bathroom, that wall that he was getting shot through. And Factor possibly could have just rotated up metal and gone office and shoot Forrest through the hatch. So yeah, just misplay by LG, just positioning error, and EU would have had they're trying to be efficient on time, but by doing that, they're actually they're just losing members, which causes them to have to take the approach a little more slowly. So they have to like be cautious, but they're still not using their drones. So by not using the drones to save time, they're actually wasting their own time. Because if they just took the time to use one drone out archives, drone out office, drone out fountain, that attack would have gone way smoother. It probably would have been a flawless, because they spot them, and then they just coordinate a swing, a double peek, anything, and then there's nothing the defenders can do, and they have top floor control, within like maybe a minute 30, or even like longer than that, make 2 minutes maybe. But yeah, oh no, just a lot of teams don't like to take the extra time to drone out more spots. So if the defense just holds their position, and if they just like avoid the drones and stay in the same position and just don't move, that's gonna waste their time. And look at that, Rexon already gets a pick on Yeti. Where was he? He was upstairs. Okay, I believe Yeti died outside CC Bal. I think no, not CC. He was like break door, and I think Rexon swung from 90. So yeah, then there it is again. Drone, just a simple drone in 90, or even just like the door, in break into 90. Just they'd have the information that he's swinging and could have prevented Yeti's death, and even killed Yeti. Might have even killed Rexon instead of just getting swung on and unknowingly. Okay, but Forrest did get the refrag, so it is still 4v4 and only a minute. It's a very spread out attack. They have Alfama in customs, 2 people outside the main door, and Forrest just upstairs. Okay. At this point, LG, I feel like Doodle should just rotate down, because you'd rather have the 4v4 on site than a possible 3v4. Okay, well, yeah, look at that. So right now it's a 2v4 on site, because I think Doodle or Jarvis is still upstairs, or I think they dropped now. But if they drop earlier, then it's a 4v4 on site. They feel a lot more comfortable, so it's just an easier hold in my opinion. But they could also be going for, like, they need to keep control of the top floor. But Grixer's just gunning. Okay, but nice shot. Yeah, so after they got their first pick and then got refragged, they just, and it took them, United took like a minute 15 to like just run in the building. It was only Forrest upstairs, so Forrest has no, I think he was running Claymore, so he had no like breach charge or anything to hollow out the floor to get lines of sight into sight. So that's just like there's really no point in him for still being up top. There's no reason for whoever on LG was up top to stay up there, because if they drop down, they have more people on site than the people attacking site. But if he stays up there, then United could just rush like they did, and then he could be caught on the drop down, and that's just killing them. So it's kind of like the SSG strat. I'm thinking kind of like in SSG. The main goal of that roam is to make it down to site with a 5v5. So their main goal is survival. They open up the hatches, they castle the lines of sight for their drops, all that. And they have specific like cues to fall down if they're pressured. So like if let's say I'll take like Bank for example. If you get I don't know, if you get, pretend we're in CEO and the CEO wall gets open and the janitor door gets breached as well, then that's the prompt for you to, okay, I have to fall down. So their main goal is survival and to have it a 5v5 with a minute left in the round on site. So a 5v5 on site when the attackers don't have a lot of time is always ideal. So if it's the same with the 4v4, they only had like 30 seconds left when they started entering the building, and if it was a 4v4 on site, then that would have just, if they just hold their positions, whoever was at the vents rotate didn't need to be there because he's probably trying to hold an angle, but with the time they have left, all they have to do is just wait for the plant sound, and then they can swing the rotate and get a free kill. Yeah, so it was only until I think Grixer got the initial kill on site did Doodle or whoever was playing upstairs still drop down to site. So after it was a 3v4, they were like, okay, now I'm gonna drop. Okay, but they're going back to Armory, and I remember Alfama complaining on Twitter about this. Okay, so yeah, eUnited doing their same attack. Okay, yeah, you see the drone going out. They spot Factor. If you have like the time to see that drone before it got, like, to see the room before the drone got shot, you would see that you don't see really anyone else except for Factor near the half wall. So okay, yeah, and they're noticing this, so they just go for plant because they only saw Factor in sight, but Rexon just ran to half wall and was able to get away with it. Usually that would be a good play if they were watching their angles. Like, wait, was Rexon? Hold on, I might be mistaken. Hold on. Okay, it was when Grix's drone got shot. I think it was around here. No, it might be earlier. Okay. Okay, it might be after, or okay. Hold on. Yeah, Grix's drone right there. Yeah, Rexon's all the way in office or in Fountain or wherever he is. He's on the east side and he was able to run all the way across the second floor to half wall. And I'm pretty sure they had the wall open by then. Yeah, look at that. You can see Rexon running with, like, you can see his outline. You can see him running and no one's holding the door or the breach. So he was just able to run and get prone behind half wall. And that's what cost, like, United, if they were able to spot Rexon and shoot him before he was able to get into his position, they'd have had plant down easy because all they have to deny it is a dead Factor. Well, so you can't really deny it, and if they have to swing, and if they play it correctly, then LG isn't going to be able to swing. Yeah, and Doodle just lack of intel. You can't really blame him. No, not a lot of cams, but okay, yeah, they're trying. United just basically try to get entry picks, and okay, Alfama definitely shouldn't have swung there, but they did win the round. So once you get the plant down, you always want to have as many people alive as you can, because if unless you're double like if you guys really want the kill that bad, you have to coordinate a multiple person peek. So if you have 3 people peeking, you could have one on the window, one at, like, in 90, one at the armory door. Then there's literally no way the defender is gonna survive that. And also, hold on, how did Factor? I'm sorry if I'm going really slow, but how did Factor die? Okay, Alfama was on the window. Okay, yeah. So that's good. Okay, so eUnited just holds the window. They had what they needed to watch the plant, but they just didn't know that Rexon was just sprinted to half wall. So that's again, lack of intel. That's a big issue for eUnited. They're not utilizing their drones as they should. Okay, but okay, armory lockers. Goyo dock. So they have no anti-reach. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, so they're gonna do an extension into office, and they're just gonna let the walls be open because they have no mute or bandit, so walls are free basically. Okay, yeah. I've done this strat before. They do a 90 and office extension, so you have to rotate into office, and then you have a person hold that down, and then you have two people play 90 or near 90. So you could have like one person play CC, one person play at a shield directly at the 90-degree angle, and you just have the remaining defenders just hold down sight. And LG, okay, so they're gonna try to go for a bottom floor take, I think. Yeah, what I can imagine is LG Factor's just waiting for the call to like say, okay, it's clear. Then he's gonna be able to open the wall, run in downstairs. So once he's this is what eUnited didn't do. They did do it actually on the first round where they got the ping and then shot through the barricade. But they did on the later rounds is just not utilize their drones, not get like just not utilizing your drones, and hold on, I'm like losing my words. They're not utilizing their drones, so they don't have the intel they need in order to push downstairs or to get a kill downstairs. But LG is having good court. They've droned out the entire downstairs. Factor waited for the call. It's all clear, and then he pushed in, and he was able to wait for the pings downstairs to deal like a good amount of damage to Grixer right there. Yeah, see, Grixer is now down to almost, I think, 30 health. That is, and that's just because of the amount of intel that LG has. And oh, yeah, Alfama just where was Alfama? Hold on. I think he's in CC with Grixer. No, that's Yeti. Or did Alfama die? I don't know. I don't think it's shown here, but he died. He died bookshelf or library, whatever you want to call it. Okay, yeah. So I think that was just because he peeked the break door. So that's a good capitalization from LG. Yeti, he rotates downstairs, and where did he rotate downstairs from? Okay, I'm just gonna guess metal because it doesn't show it. But yeah, if LG, it happens. A lot of teams just, if they have 5 people alive, they don't watch flank drones. All teams struggle with that. They have 5 people alive. They need people to watch flank drones, but no one ever does because they either don't communicate it or they just don't know who it'll be. So yeah, Yeti just runs downstairs and gets Factor, But Jarvis is able to trade him out after a while. Okay. Oh, I like the strat that United is doing. They open the right side of the wall, and it just, if they go like CC window, there's no way LG survives it, because Grixer just has to peek out of his shield and then they win. All right, yeah, they're going for a default plant. Ooh, I don't know if they'll be able to. Yeah, so they're just going for a plant on the box wall. So they had the man advantage to watch all angles to cover the plant, and they also had the intel. They had, if they did have the buck downstairs, that would have been definitely like an easy win for LG. But Yeti was just able to run downstairs, but he was traded out, so they had no downstairs watch, which means they can't see if their defenders in positions where you can't see from a door or a window. But it is still they did plant on the reinforced wall, and they had the man advantage and the crosses to cover the plant. And EU just Alfama, he either died from east stairs or from the break door in library, because there's a rotate that can be watched from east stairs, or he was running towards library and then he got caught by the guy on break door. Yeah, so, and then Yeti died because he stayed after he got that initial pick. He probably should have just rotated up, because they don't have anyone else to break open the floor and watch angles they can't be seen from, you know what I mean? Just like, once he gets the buck, they have only the Ash to breach charge the floor, and like, this just, I don't even know if Jarvis had any breaches left. So once Yeti gets that kill, just rotate back up and make it a 4v4 on site. LG they played it really well. LG actually played it pretty well. They had the attackers in the necessary positions to watch plant, but they just lost a lot of people because United just won their ones, and just they just outgunned them. But they were still able to get the plant down, because I don't think United could get an angle on the planter, and if they did, it was watched by a member of LG. Ooh. Yeah, so.
Whoa! You just hold on a second!
Thanks, Rusty, for following. I need to turn that alert down. That just made me jump. Wait, what the? Shoot. Okay, hold on. Okay. Yeah, Factor's by himself, so. But he isn't really exposed to any angles. So I was just going to say that if he solo pushes and he dies, there's no chance for refrag. But he's just opening up what needs to be opened up in order to take top floor. And now he has a group of attackers with him. So I'll just forget what I was going to say. And yeah, Factor even gets a kill onto Forest. Okay, yeah, LG's already starting. Okay, yeah, this is a much better top floor take. They use their drones. They get the intel they need in order to clear out armory and archives. And once they take all of top floor, or once they take like the east side, they have all they need in order to just pinch the defenders playing, or just spot them and shoot them through a wall, or just wide swing them once you get the ping. So it's it's much better than eUnited's top take, because eUnited tried to be efficient by not using as many drones and going off of minimal intel. But LG's they're really capitalizing on the information being given to them. Ooh, Yeti, just the timing, yeah. Alright, but yeah, when you saw LG, once they got their 5v3, they just droned out. They didn't even waste any time, and they just started to drone out sight, and you see they had everything set up for an execute. Yoki stir the brain. Yeah, so once they had the 3v5 and they had top floor control, they had everything set up for an execute, and that's exactly, and they executed perfectly. They put the people in necessary positions. They knew Yeti was in customs or like passport in that area, so they had crosses held. They had walls opened, lines of sight opened, everything they needed to plan out and execute, and what they needed to win the round. So that was perfect for LG. Yeah, and like I said, if you have the drones and you have the intel, there's nothing the defenders can do if you do a double peek. Like, there's literally zero things they can do. Like, they might be able to kill one, but they're going to get refragged. So it's always gonna be a 4v4. Like, once the first kill happens, it's gonna, if a defender gets the first kill, it's always just gonna go. They're always just gonna get refragged if played correctly. The next defender dead, they're gonna get refragged if they get a kill. If they just formulate or like coordinate a good peak or a guaranteed trade at least, then there's nothing the defense can do. Once you have the man advantage, all you want to do is play for trades, and if you're under the attack, then all you want to do is just get the intel, play for trades, and go for the plant. Because if you have, okay, sorry, my brain is like literally shutting off. If you have if you have man advantage and you play for trades, you're 100% going to win, because if you're playing it correctly and you're just trading, so you get 1 kill, 5v4, play for trade, 4v3, 3v2, 2v1, and then 1v0. So I think this is like the play style LG wanted to go for, because so Jarvis gets the first pick. He's not going to re-peek it because they want to keep the man advantage and play for the trades. Okay, so you got the two attackers. Why is your team set to Polar Race fake Unreal Life? Because I'm a content creator for Polar Race, Rusty. Yeah, so once Yeti dies, LG just wants to capitalize on as many trades they can get, or just like free kills. They don't even have to try to go for trades. Just coordinate a multiple person peak that guarantees you the kill, and then you're gonna win the round if you have man advantage. Yeah, and Factor I don't know if there was a drone on him, but it was just game sense, and yeah, it was just misplays by eUnited. They're peeking, they're vaulting through stupid holes. They're just vaulting through stupid holes. They're peeking unnecessary angles. They're on the defense, so they don't have to peek. Their main goal is to waste time. They only peek if it's 100% sure they can get the kill, or if it's if it's planting and it's 0 seconds, or if you need to kill the planter. Yeah, but United just tried to catch LG off guard, but LG was ready for it. Why are you VOD reviewing this VOD? No one said any VOD they wanted to. There was no VOD that specific VOD that people wanted me to review, so I just clicked a random one because LG days, they're not in Pro League anymore, so I want to watch some of their previous matches. Yeah, eUnited isn't the reason I believe eUnited isn't the greatest on defense is because of their aggressive play style. All the players on eUnited are trying. They all like to gun, except for maybe Call Out. They're all gunner. They all have insane gun skill and able to win their ones. But on defense, that's not needed. On defense, you're supposed to outstrat them, waste their time, and just have as many people alive at the ending seconds of the round as possible. Is the PL stream on 22nd dropping it? I'm not sure. I was told it was the only day was the draw, but I'm not sure. I hope it is, because I haven't gotten the charm, but I'm actually not entirely sure. I've been told that the US draw was the only chance to get it though, so I don't know. Alright, yeah, LG's recognizing the mistakes on eUnited's part, and they're capitalizing on it. They're just holding that angle that they know eUnited is gonna peak, and then they're capitalizing on it, getting the headshot, getting the man advantage, getting the map control they need, and yeah, you can see in places where it's possible to die, they're always in groups, like repelling on this window. If one person dies, the other person peeks so they can try to get the refrag. Sometimes it won't work out that way, because if one person dies and another person peeks, they just get another kill. They just get killed again. But okay, Jarvis and Hyena. I think they pushed directly into bathroom, I believe. Okay, well, there's too many kills to. Okay, hold on. Let's go back. Where's Jarvis and? Okay, Jarvis. Okay, so he was. Okay, so both of them were rappelling down or dropping down to the window, and United's aggressive playstyle just allowed them to peek and just capitalize on the animations that happen when you rappel down. So gets Rex in. Forrest is down 3v2 if Forrest gets picked up, but okay, so at this point LG is just okay, we've lost too many people. We just have to go straight for a site execute, which in my opinion it's pretty smart, because see, look at that. So Factor okay, hold on, let me pause just real quick. So once they lost Jarvis and Hyena, LG probably in their comms, I'm guessing they were like, okay, we lost too many people. Most of the defenders have probably dropped down. Let's just go for a site execute. So, I think Rexon also got caught off guard, rotating down to plan and execute. But, yes, but the problem with their positions right now is Factor is all by himself, while Doodle is still trying to get his drone over to where Factor is. So if Factor had lost any of those gunfights, it would have been just it would have been really bad for LG, because Doodle can't refrag Factor if he dies, because he's outside trying to move a drone from east stairs. But then again, Factor just gunned them down, and it was able to just see right there, Forrest gets a kill, and he's no one's in a position to or Doodle's not in a position to refrag him. So Luminosity still had a minute left. They could have planned something out. They could have planned to like meet up in a position, I guess, and then Doodle could go on his drone and wait for an What am I watching? This is a VOD review. Okay. Okay, so I'm stuttering a little bit, but if Doodle and Factor just took the time to, okay, well that's a good name. So if Doodles and Factor just took the time to group up and get their drone back to like an important position once they were in a position to get refrags, that round would have gone a lot smoother because they had the health advantage and they had the. Why are you VOD reviewing on stream? Because I talked about this on my YouTube channel, and this is just a Pro League VOD that I'm reviewing. It's not like my team that I'm reviewing, that I'm like giving out strats or anything. It's just purely just like information and entertainment purposes. Okay, so alright, they're going vents again. United likes to use the same strat. Were you in USN? Yeah, I stage 2, but I left because I wasn't 18. And for what team? 7 spades. Okay. It's probably not the one you're thinking of. It's not Noski and Throw and Sonar. It's Drax, Clinks, Fox, Raven, and Frosty. Okay. So okay, I'm just gonna focus on the VOD now. Okay, so they're vents, right? Yeah, so they have a pulse, Doc, Goyo, Smoke, and Jaeger. So LG's doing a split push here, so they're not really focusing on one specific team. I thought you meant with I wasn't with Noski and Sonar. Okay, yeah, so 7 spades, or not 7 spades. LG is not focusing on one specific part of the map, so they're attacking multiple points of United's defense at once. So they have, okay, yeah, so they have Rexon watching the run out. They have Jarvis, I believe, on Vent's window, and they're just like pressuring the armory wall. So yeah, they have that open. They have the preparation they need to plan and execute on site. Or not to plan and execute on site, to plan a push top floor. But okay, so Forrest takes down Doodle, and gets to where Forrest is playing Office, I think. Hold on. Okay, I think no, that's correct. Okay, where is Forrest? He's okay, yeah, he's downstairs near vent. So I think LG went to the window and just they just peeked one at a time, which let Forrest just get one kill, wait for the next one to peek, and then he gets that one. And well, that just makes it a really easy situation for United, because now they have the 5v3 and Jarvis is on 1 HP. Yeah, and now he's taken down by Alphama. So that's a good position for Alphama to be, because he has easy access to rotate back into site from like front desk or bathroom, like he just did, and he had I'm losing my words again. He had easy access to rotate back to site, and he also he was also in a good like choke point for that site, so he watched Jarvis walk in through tellers. I'm pretty sure he knew he was there, and just that's good positioning from Alfama. And then LG just, their split attack didn't really work because they lost 2 to the vents window, I think. It was either vents window or the main door. And then they had to, after they lost their 2 attackers, they just went into a state of confusion. Like, what are we going to do now? We don't have like the men we need in order to win this site. Okay, eUnited, that's good roam. That was good positioning. Just everything went right there for them. A flawless round. So I think that was their first attack. Yeah, that was their first defense win. Yeah. Yeah, United's aggressive nature, it's what kills them in on defense. Because on attack it works, because on attack you need to be efficient and you need to get the frags and then push into sight, because the time is working against you. But on defense, if they peek and they get caught, then they're losing men for no reason, because there's still, when their first player dies, it's usually with a lot of time left on the clock. Okay. Yeah, LG's just getting their players in positions and getting the intel they need. You can see Hyena waiting for a call so that he can start pressuring from the AC window. Yeah, so once they got the intel, and they have, I like the organization of LG, because they were waiting for the info, and they were waiting for the downstairs push or whatever they were planning to do, and then only when they were ready did they actually start pressuring a window or a position or whatever. Ooh. Almost got caught there. Okay, so that's a smart fall. Once they start mavericking the bottom part, there's no way Forrest is gonna survive that. And who got the first kill? So Grixer died where? Yeah, so there's no way Forrest is gonna survive. Rexon. Okay, I think Rexon was peeking the radio window, and then Hyena on the AC window. Yeah, so that's just, yeah, see, this is the organization I like to see from teams, because they once they have everything ready, they're able to peek, and they're able to catch as many defenders off guard and take gunfights with as many people as they can. So that's just, it's like isolating a single defender, and then having that attacker peek where he is, and you can do that at the exact same time with this with how LG is playing. I don't know if that makes sense, because I'm kind of like losing my words because I'm a little tired, but if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Yeah, and all they have to do right now is just get the plant down, and there's no one in a position to stop it. Yeah, and Callout's now just in a 1v5. So that's beautiful play from LG. They just played that really well. And all they have to do is just waste the time, play post plant. They have the 5v1. They don't need a peek, but Hyena gets the kill from the hatch. Yeah, so eUnited just they didn't have the sufficient intel to break apart Luminosity's attack, because Luminosity just had the perfect positions to get the isolated defenders, all that. So that was just beautiful attack from LG. And United, their aggressive play style is what kills them on defense. So yeah, that's